Hello, and welcome to FHIR subscriptions for Connectathon 29. It's January 22. This is going to be the R5 specification review, and this has been recently updated to match R4B. So hopefully everything's up to date. Let's take a look and find out. So for January of 22, we are going to be using 500 Snapshot 1. Again, here I'm just on the hl7.org/FHIR/directory page, and we can see that this is the January 22 Connectathon build. And so we're going to go through here and take a peek at what everything is. So I'm actually starting on the subscriptions framework page, and this is kind of this overview page to talk about how the topic-based subscriptions work. And we can see this has a lot of text. If you've looked at the R4B content, this is going to be very similar. And that's to say that we have, discussion about what a subscription topic is, what a subscription is, what the notification bundles are, and things like that. The biggest differences are the subscription resource is the R5 version instead of the R4 version. So none of the extensions, all those things that we had defined in the R4B version. And then the notification bundles are using a new bundle type, which is the subscription notification bundle instead of the history bundle. So a lot of this content is the same. We're talking about the actors and roles, and we have the servers and client subscribers. We have boundaries and relationships, talking about the different resources themselves, relation to Firecast, relation to messaging. A lot of the same workflows and things like that that we talk about with the same error that I'm going to update here as well, but it will not be updated for this cut because the Connectathon cut is already done. So I will file JIRA tickets to update the things in the spec here. But you can see it's the same. Oh, the error I was talking about, if you haven't watched the other video, this is handshake success, and here I'm saying error. This is just copy-paste error, so apologize for that. But we can see we're just going through a workflow, the FHIR server, the client, creating an endpoint, and going back and forth, going through the whole workflow of saying how subscriptions work. Again, talking about subscription topics, subscriptions themselves, what notifications are, and general safety security information. There's the same content we have here about scoping responsibilities. So it's talking about the fact that subscriptions are not guaranteed reliable delivery, things like that. So clients and servers need to pay attention to the fact that some notifications might not be delivered. Some notifications might be delivered multiple times. Systems should be developed defensively to make sure that these things aren't issues. And we do talk about here in this next section how you can indicate that as a server and how you can detect that as a client. So this is going through missing event workflows that we say, event 22 is missing. We're talking about timeouts to say that this is the wrong graphic. So same issue we had in R4B specs. Again, a copy-paste error. But saying a heartbeat timeout has passed and we didn't receive any communication from the server, we should be able to figure out that something is wrong and how to do recovery. So all those pieces are here. And I apologize, I just recorded the R4B version of the spec review, so if there's anything I'm glossing over too quickly or anything, it's because I just described it, and so I'm trying to make sure I don't, but I'm sure I am. So from here, we do have links to all the different resources as well. In R5, a lot of the documentation is in the resource pages itself. So we can see there's a lot more information about scope and usage. So in the R4B, all of this content had to live in the implementation guide because topic-based subscriptions weren't part of the subscription resource. In R5, it's part of the subscription resource, and so we can see all of our channel information and all these different things are part of this resource page now. So we're talking about the payload types, we're talking about the channel types, when to use them, some diagrams that are apparently build errors. This is why we do these spec reviews. I will add that to my notes to fix as well. But it's the same images that are in the, it's supposed to be the same images that are in the R4B IG. So again, if you're looking at this in this exact build and need to find that information, it is in the R4B IG that has links as well. So good that I'm doing this and can put all of these updates in place. So, but it covers all of this in the specification itself, how to define channels, managing errors, so on and so forth. The same thing for subscription topics. Again, there's a decent amount of information in the R4B version, but in R5 we have the overview page plus the resource pages a little more filled out because they're part of the core specification instead of an implementation guide. So all the same content. We can see, notification shapes, how we define root resources and additional resources, how we do filters, when we apply them, query-based and FHIR path-based definitions, event definitions. All these things are included here in the specifications themselves. Same thing we have in, well, this is the overview, but we have in the bundle, I'll just open both of these links now. We do have, as I mentioned, a new bundle type. There it is. And you can see here, this is not normative. It's trial use, saying that subscription notification bundle type has been added, and it will always have a subscription status and may have additional things. The subscription status itself, you can see all the definition here covering, information about the subscription itself, what notifications are in here, what the focus resources, if there's additional context. All of those things are being included with discussion, again, about what PHI should be included and how you should hopefully be making security decisions on these things, different elements and guidance on when you should include them or not, different types of notifications, etc. So, and then same thing here for missing events and broken communications. So, and I will again file JIRA tickets to update those. So that is a bit fast on the review for R5, but again, it's all the same content that is in R4, more grouped together because there isn't a separate IG, and so everything interlinks a little better. I have some notes here, which is part of this process, and so I will be filing those tickets and making those updates. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. And if not, hope to see you soon. Cheers.